Hey lovelies, I just want to quickly come out here and speak about the situation of Chioma leaving Davido. It's all over the blog that Chioma has left Davido, and also to touch on the big brother of Davido, Chairman HKN, who is said to be having trouble in his marriage. According to the blog said that what is wrong with the Omo Baba Olowo. Awon, Welcome back to my channel, lovelies. If this is your first time, you are welcome to the happy family. If you have been watching but you're still contemplating whether you should subscribe or not, what are you waiting for? Please click the subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I upload a video. I quickly want to come out here and do a podcast edition about Chioma and Davido situation. I made a video previously. You can check the video when it broke on the news that Davido impregnated someone. I kind of do my own in a different way, but during that weekend I heard about this news, but I'm trying to get more information as to what happened. But this is what Stella Demokokos put on a blog, and it says that musician Davido and Chioma are allegedly no longer a couple. And it says that, let me quickly read a little bit. Popular musician Davido and his woman Chioma, whom he put a ring on her finger, welcomed the sound with allegedly no longer a couple for now, due to circumstances beyond their control, or should we call it irreconcilable differences. The estranged lovebirds allegedly no longer live in the same house and are presently not in good terms, according to what has been whispered. Used that when Chioma was said to have COVID-19, that it wasn't COVID-19, that there was a mark on her and bruises, and she was trying to cover that up, just alleging domestic violence. That's what it seems to me. And he keeps saying that the insiders also said that Chioma did wrong by joining him to shame his other baby mama, not knowing that the cane that flogged the first and second one was waiting for the corner to flog her. She didn't behave like a babe from Eastern Nigeria at all, because babe from that part are smart and will make sure you wife them totally to avoid stories that touch. But Chioma got carried away by love and the expensive gift, a bit that some looked like audio gift, even though there are allegations that the couple are no longer together because we welcomed a new child with a fourth lady. I cannot say for certain that it is true, but you can take it to the bank that what is tearing them apart is greater than what bound them together. There are also whispers that the story about being passed from her alleged ex to him also did some damage to their love. If you remember, guys, when it broke on the news that it was Peruzzi that was first dating Chioma, and it was Chioma that now introduced Peruzzi to Davido. Peruzzi's situation was broke then by Kemi Oluloya. I think it was last year. It was broke by Madam K.O. But anyway, that is, yeah, I digress. So let me continue reading this. It says that there are also whispers that the story about being passed from, okay, I've read that, Davido and Chioma are no longer as active as they used to be on their social media handles, and Chioma has recently begun to disable commenting from her page because of trolls, while he's allegedly trying to cover and drop the crutches. If they are meant to be together, they will make up the breakup and shame those laughing now. A love story falling apart is not the end of the world, but let us wait and see. You can never tell with the power of love. And when I saw this over the weekend, number one, I didn't entirely believe it, but at the same time, I won't dispute it that it is a lie, because they keep saying that insider. And one thing people need to realize, in every rumor and gossip, there is like an iota of truth, because when an insider give a story, an insider might not know the entirety of this story, but this insider must have seen or heard something and is pushing out the information without the people involved knowing. Anyway, that was what was said on the news. And there was this guy called Uche Maduago. I'm going to read what this guy posted on his page, and let me just give you a simple warning before I go ahead, especially to the fans of Davido and Chioma who love them together. I do love them together, but at the same time, when reality sets in, people always shy away from reality sometimes, and what you want, you let it blind you by not seeing what is not supposed to be. That is not to say that Davido doesn't love Chioma. He does love Chioma, and you can tell because he was the one pushing the relationship at the forefront. Anyway, this guy was simply debunking that story, and he simply posted on the page and said that Davido and Chioma breakup rumor is a demonic lie. Davido and Chioma breakup rumor is a demonic dream that can never come to reality. What God has joined together, no fake news can put asunder. Just got off the phone with Davido again, and he said it's all a big lie by retired rumor carriers. But why are people so wicked? Honestly, I will not have called Davido again on this issue because of his very busy schedule. But a lot of people were calling me and sending DM to confirm if the story of Chioma and Davido separating and no longer staying together is true. Well, OBO has spoken, and according to him, they won't make my relationship scatter the way their career and life scatter. God passed them, and this time he got angry. Fake news no fit separate my love for Chioma. Dem be fools. Anyone wey dey pray for her breakup go catch koro. Firstly, then they said he welcomed a fourth baby with imaginary UK woman. I called him to confirm, it turned out to be a lie. Now they said this. Anyway, I'm going to post it on the screen so that you guys can see, then you can judge by yourself if it seems to be true or it is a lie. So this guy also said that he called Chioma. I'm going to read what he said about Chioma, but at the same time, I'm going to post everything he said about this story because he's claiming that he is communicating with them. Davido and Chioma breakup story was copied from a comedy skit. Haters always do your... Now, I'm not going to read that. I'm going to post that. I'm just going to read another one he posted some hours ago on his page, claiming that he spoke to Chioma, and this is what he said. Breaking: Chioma leaving Davido is a stunt by enemies to prevent their new wedding date of November from holding. After several attempts to reach Chioma on phone, I finally reached her. OMG, according to her, she said, I'm still in David's house. My parents also have been worried and calling. If we keep our lives so much out there, they will say we are showing off. And when we decide to take our private life away from social media a bit, haters will start speculating a breakup. Honestly, what are these two power couple going to do to please Nigerians? One of the main reasons Davido changed his phone number was because some industry people in UK and Ghana got access to his line and were begging for money from him. When he did not give them, they started their stunt by telling bloggers to write fake stories to break his upcoming November wedding date. Why are people this wicked? So that is what he posted, simply saying that people are trying to break Chioma and Davido up by cooking up this story. Do I believe that? No, this guy that wrote all of this thing is a very controversial blogger slash actor, the biggest and the greatest actor in Nigeria. That is what he always claimed. He always said he's the greatest and the biggest actor. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to go too deep in this. Whatever happens, we are going to know at the end of the day. But I just wish Davido and Chioma well. Another story I'm going to go into is Davido's big brother, chairman HKN. I think his name is Adewale, and he had his wedding with his wife. They call it Adekani 2020, and the wedding was just 4 months old. And this blog posted on the page and said that either there is something jinxing Baba Olowo's children relationship or there is something in the water they are drinking. I still don't want to believe what I'm hearing and wish to regard. It's as initial strife posted by new marriages. While we are running around trying to save Chivido, looks like there is trouble in Adekani paradise. The union has been described as being between two toxic people. They are trying to keep everything hush-hush, but the details of the fight are so messy. We are talking Tyson versus Holyfield level. I'm hoping this post shames them into retracing their steps and sorting out their issues, because I don't want to hear that anything happened not after all the money that was spent and the peppering done for their marriage. And this lady has said something to that in response to that post. The lady posted on her story and said that my husband tried to prepare me for the worst. These bloggers write for content, fake news. And this blogger went back on her page as well and just said that Kani was following me to get Davido and Chiji's because OBO is not following her and her hobby. Possibly blocked self. Now she don't read her own G, she dey vex. Madam, you people have neighbors. You think you live in Mars or Jupiter. Next time, soundproof your house because I will be posting with audio file when the next boxing round happens. Omukut fi. I just want to say something as per that. With what this blogger writes, going on in the marriage and all of that, this is bound to happen. It's normal. They are newlywed. They are just finding their foot. Even if they dated for 7 years, 8 years, by the time they started living together, living with each other, day in, day out, they are going to get angry with each other. So for me, this is not like, oh, maybe the end of their marriage or maybe retracing their step. Of course, they will be working on it already because they will be questioned why they fight a lot. And if they can come onto common ground, I think this is something that every couple that have been together for years has experienced. And sometimes they used to joke and say that, why do you bicker like old couples? It's just a common thing that couples do. You argue. If a couple tell you that they don't argue or their marriage is like so perfect, they don't even have arguments with each other, you need to watch. They are not communicating well. That's the only thing I will say. But when the arguments now step further to become violent, that is when you can now reevaluate that marriage. Is it worth it? Do you guys even want to go there? But for now, I don't think there is any trouble to be aware or to be scared of. I just think this is just a mere gossip from neighbors who are supposed to be minding their own marriages or looking forward to get married, or using it as experience to what is to come in their own marriage. Marriage is not a bed of roses, I'm going to tell you that, but at the same time is the sweetest thing that you could ever be in if you have an understanding partner. Anyway, guys, I want to hear what you guys think about the awon baba olowos. What do you think? What do you think about Chioma and Davido? This Uche Maduegu claiming that it's just a stunt from people that hated him, simply pointing towards Peruzzi, but at the same time saying that the marriage is still going to hold. Anyway, guys, and what do you think about the big brother? Let's continue the discussion in the comment section below, guys. And on your way out, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share if you like it. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I upload a video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.